Hi, my name is Sara Gonzalez and I'm going to present the case study about Nike in China. The following case study makes an analysis of Nike's marketing mix and promotional mix in China, taking into account the problem Nike went through in 2012. The presence of Nike in China started in 1981, but it was easily foreseen since the early 2000s, when the company started to take part in China's Olympic bid. Nike launched a television advertisement in 2004 with Liu Chang. At the moment, he became the country's first Olympic medalist in a short distance speed event. Those marketing tactics allowed Nike to be recognized to the Chinese as the Middle Kingdom coolest brand and increased sales at 66%. When China was selected to host the 2008 Olympics, Nike went all out to sponsor several teams and it expanded its presence across the country. It is important to highlight that besides these strategies, Nike had built its marketing and branding strategy around basketball because it was considered the main sport in the country. Again, those strategies allowed Nike sales increase at 53% at the end of that year. However, in 2012, Nike China and worldwide entered a bad period. The company prediction about the market in China was over-optimistic. Nike expected a compound revenue growth of 18%. Nevertheless, sales in China fell for 5 straight quarters, reporting just a 4% growth. One of the reasons for the problem was the inventory after the Olympics. The company inventory level at stores was beyond the demand for its products. Also, an important problem was Nike's branding and advertisement with iconic sports stars. In the culture of China, parents are excessively focused on academic achievement. In this year, Nike was in a difficult position, so the company decided to adopt the reset strategy. On the reset strategy, Nike decided to apply the insight it had gained from its category offense strategy it had used in North America to China, improving in that way the marketing mix, helping achieve the promotional mix. It is significant to mention that when Nike entered to China, their target market was different as it is today. Simon Pestrich, global brand director for Nike China, stated there was no difference between the consumer in China and the consumer in the US. Also, we need to remember that they were focused mainly in basketball. To understand better how this strategy, the category offense strategy, improved the marketing mix and promotional mix of the company, it is important to see the contrast of both in these two periods, before the strategy was implemented and after. So, marketing mix. The product. Nike Worldwide was structured to develop, market, and sell on silos of product type, like footwear, apparel, and equipment. The price. Nike uses the price leadership strategy that offers the consumer the price that customer values, so it has high prices for its product as it had a niche market to serve with a valuable product. The promotion. As previously mentioned, Nike in China focused on basketball. Most of its promotion were focused on the sport. The placement were in retailers, Nike's official online shops, Nike Town retail outlets. The advertising. Despite the huge impact that the commercial of Liu Chang generated in 2004, the parents were not satisfied with only this type of advertisement because culturally, Chinese parents are excessively focused on academic achievement, as I already said. However, in those years, China purchased local authenticity by creating an e-magazine related to basketball, which was illustrated by local artists and so on. The publicity. The failure they had with the commercial of LeBron called Chamber of Fear was a huge disaster, which was categorized as a violation of regulations. So now the marketing mix of 2012 with the implementation of the category offense strategy. The product. Nike made a change. As Nike moved to an increasingly direct-to-consumer sales strategy, Nike stores were able to change their layouts to build entire sections of the store around each sport. This section featured footwear, shirts, shorts, and equipment tailored to each specific sport category. The price. A problem Nike had was the assumption that the American consumer was the same as the Chinese. However, Chinese Nike's consumer was in a socio-cultural target as a middle-class client with another type of needs that made Nike China do specific products for them. The promotion. Although Nike China focuses a lot in basketball market, now they are trying to understand the underlying behaviors, motivation, pain points, and emotion of this population to connect and inspire this culture. The placement is the same as previously said. The advertising. Nike promotions are more conscious now of Chinese culture. Even though they continue using the classic celebrity ads with Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron, and Michael Jordan, the company is making advertisement with message to challenge, inspire, and push athletic boundaries. One example of this kind of advertisement is the commercial "Don't Call Me Precious." This campaign, despite it speaks directly for the kids, the real target was the parents. Another example is the Dare to Become. This one shows how China became the best and fierce soccer team. Nike's new House of Innovation in Shanghai is an example of sales promotion. This store is the destination for Shanghai-only Nike products. Additionally, Nike opened Asia's largest Jordan-only store in Hong Kong. The network marketing. Nike started to use WeChat, allowing in that way daily news of the company, innovations, etc. This strategy was chosen to deepen the connection with the consumer, with younger consumers especially. The public relations. Nike is committed to creating positive social challenge in China. The company is helping kids get active, working with China's Ministry of Education to transform the culture of sport and physical activity in schools. Besides, China has shown the importance of women in sports. Although in China the cultural perception of women is different from Western countries, China has imposed their beliefs as is shown in the Nike Woman Further Than Ever commercial. Despite Nike had a difficult period in 2012, the company had overcome all these problems, breaking psychic distance, adapting their products on the Chinese market, proving the progress of understanding the Chinese culture, but also imposing respectfully their ideology for women. Nike had developed multiple strategies to fit in China in the last years, which have been well received, generating a blue ocean process. Thank you very much. These are the references of the pictures that I made, and in the box below I will add the YouTube commercials that so you can see that easily.